Most people think positivity is just about being happy, about smiling more, about saying nice things and avoiding negativity. But that's not even close to the truth. Positivity is not just a mindset, it's an energy, a frequency, a force that shapes reality itself. And the people who naturally radiate this energy don't just feel good, they literally operate on a higher vibration. They move through life differently. They attract things effortlessly. They influence the world around them without even trying. And the reason why is simple: everything in the universe is energy, and energy is magnetic. The frequency you hold determines what you attract, what you experience, what becomes possible for you. And the people who maintain a positive vibration are literally tuning into a different version of reality than those who don't. But here's what most people don't understand: positivity is not just about what you think, it's about what you embody. It's about the way your entire energy field operates. It's the way your thoughts, emotions, and even your physical body vibrate on a cellular level. Science has already proven that emotions have measurable frequencies. Fear, anger, shame, these are low-frequency states. Love, joy, gratitude, these are high-frequency states. This is not just theory. This is physics. And when you consistently maintain a high-frequency state, you become a literal magnet for high-frequency experiences. This is why positive people seem to have better luck, better health, better relationships, better opportunities. It's not random. It's not coincidence. It's vibration. But here's where it gets even deeper. Your vibration doesn't just affect what happens to you, it affects the people around you, the spaces you walk into, the way life responds to you. You've felt this before. You've walked into a room and instantly felt the energy shift. Some people drain you just by being near them. Others lift your spirit without even saying a word. That's vibration. And the people who carry high frequencies don't even have to try. Everything around them naturally aligns with their energy. They walk into chaos, and it calms down. They enter a space full of negativity, and the energy shifts. They don't get caught up in drama, because drama literally cannot exist in their field. They don't experience unnecessary struggle, because struggle cannot attach itself to them. This is not magic. This is physics in action.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
But how do you actually do this? How do you maintain a high vibration when life is throwing challenges at you? How do you stay in alignment when things are not going your way? How do you shift into this level of energetic mastery where life starts working for you instead of against you? The first step is awareness. Most people don't even realize the energy they are carrying. They think they are being positive, but deep down, they are filled with doubt, fear, frustration. And because they are unaware of their vibration, they unconsciously attract more of the same. The moment you start becoming aware, the game changes. You start noticing when your energy drops. You start seeing the patterns. But most people don't realize they are in control of this. They think they have to wait for something good to happen before they can feel good. They think they have to fix their life externally before they can shift internally. But that's backwards. Your vibration is the cause. Your reality is the effect. And once you truly understand this, you stop waiting. You stop reacting. You stop being a victim of circumstances. You take control of your energy first, and then everything else follows. But here's where most people go wrong. They think positivity is just about avoiding negativity. They think if they just ignore bad things, if they just pretend everything is fine, they are being positive. But that's not real positivity. That's suppression. And suppression creates resistance, and resistance lowers your vibration. Real positivity is not about ignoring reality, it's about transforming it. It's about maintaining a high frequency no matter what is happening around you. It's about choosing your internal state regardless of external circumstances. And that's power. And that's why truly positive people are unstoppable. You start realizing that every time you react, every time you allow external things to dictate your internal state, you are giving your power away. The second step is emotional mastery. Most people think their emotions are just reactions, that they don't have control over them. But that's not true. Your emotions are signals. They are showing you your vibration. And the moment you stop being controlled by them, the moment you start using them as indicators rather than identities, you start shifting instantly. This is why positive people don't get stuck in negativity. It's not that they never feel bad emotions, it's that they don't stay there. They don't feed them. They don't identify with them. They allow them to move through, and then they choose a higher state. The third step is energetic protection. If you are constantly surrounded by low vibration people, environments, and information, your energy will be drained no matter how positive you try to be. This is why high vibration people are very intentional about what they consume, who they surround themselves with, what they allow into their field. They are not avoiding negativity out of fear, they are maintaining their frequency out of wisdom. They know that energy is contagious, and they refuse to lower theirs for anything or anyone. But here's the real key: gratitude. Gratitude is the most powerful frequency you can hold. It instantly shifts you into abundance, into alignment, into a state where everything flows effortlessly. And the trick is not to just feel grateful when things are good, it's to feel grateful before the evidence shows up, to feel grateful in the middle of challenges, to maintain the frequency of already having what you desire before it manifests. That's what creates instant shifts. That's what aligns you with miracles. And once you start doing this consistently, life changes in ways you never imagined. You stop feeling stuck. You stop struggling. You stop chasing. Because you finally realize you were never meant to force things, you were meant to attract them. And when your vibration is high, when your energy is clear, when your frequency is aligned, everything starts coming to you naturally. The right people appear. The right opportunities unfold. The right experiences flow into your life effortlessly. Not because you are lucky, but because you are aligned. Because positivity is not just about feeling good, it's about becoming a magnet for everything you desire. The hidden power of your aura, how high vibration people influence reality without saying a word. Most people think that influence comes from words, from actions, from what you do. But the deepest influence doesn't come from anything external, it comes from energy. It comes from the invisible force field you carry with you at all times, the frequency you radiate, the aura that speaks louder than any words ever could. We've all felt this before. You've walked into a room and instantly felt drawn to someone without knowing why. You've met people who made you feel lighter, calmer, more alive just by being near them. And you've also met people who drained you, who made you feel uneasy, who carried an energy that felt heavy even if they were smiling on the outside. That's not random. That's not coincidence. That's vibration, because energy never lies. The people who operate at a high vibration don't just experience life differently, they change the energy of every space they enter. They don't need to convince anyone of anything. They don't need to prove themselves. They don't need to manipulate or force situations. Their presence alone shifts reality. And this is something most people never realize. Your aura is constantly communicating with the world around you. It's constantly sending signals, constantly attracting or repelling, constantly creating your experience. And the higher your vibration, the more powerful your aura becomes. But there's something even more fascinating. High vibration people don't just attract good things, they repel negativity. They don't experience as many problems, not because they are avoiding them, but because those problems literally cannot exist in their frequency. They don't get caught up in drama, not because they are running from it, but because drama cannot survive in their field. They don't deal with unnecessary resistance, because resistance cannot attach itself to them. This is why some people seem to move through life effortlessly, while others are constantly struggling. It's not luck. It's not a chance. It's energy. Your aura is a living, breathing force. It expands and contracts based on your emotional state, your thoughts, your inner alignment. When you are in a low state, fear, doubt, stress, your aura shrinks. You become energetically weak. You absorb negativity more easily. You attract more problems. You feel disconnected from life itself. But when you are in a high state, gratitude, joy, confidence, your aura expands. You become energetically powerful. You radiate a presence that shifts everything around you. You stop absorbing negativity because it literally bounces off of you. You stop struggling because struggle cannot reach you. Life starts flowing in ways that seem almost supernatural. But most people are completely unaware of their own energy. They are walking around with a chaotic aura, filled with unresolved emotions, carrying the weight of past experiences, absorbing energy from everything and everyone around them without even realizing it. And because they are unconscious of their energy, they keep getting trapped in the same cycles, attracting the same situations, feeling stuck in the same patterns. The moment you become aware of your aura, the moment you start intentionally raising its frequency, everything shifts. The fastest way to shift your aura is to master your emotional state. People think emotions are just reactions, just responses to life. But emotions are energy in motion. They are literally shaping your vibration in real time. And the problem is, most people are addicted to low-frequency emotions. They are addicted to complaining, to frustration, to fear, to drama. Not because they want to be, but because they have been conditioned into it. And every time they reinforce those emotions, they are strengthening the very frequency that is keeping them stuck. The real secret is this: your aura does not respond to what you want. It responds to what you are. If you want to attract abundance, you have to become the frequency of abundance before it shows up. If you want to attract love, you have to become the frequency of love before it arrives. If you want to experience peace, You have to embody the frequency of peace before life gives you a reason to feel peaceful. Most people are waiting for external circumstances to change before they shift their energy. But that's backwards. The shift happens internally first. The external world simply mirrors it back to you. And this is where most people block themselves. They think they need to fix everything outside of them before they can feel good. They think they need to solve all their problems before they can raise their vibration. But your vibration is not a reaction, it's a choice. And the moment you realize that, you stop waiting. You stop being a victim of circumstances. You take control of your energy, and reality has no choice but to respond. But here's where it gets even more powerful. High vibration people don't just attract good things, they activate others. Have you ever noticed that when you are around someone who is truly at peace, you start feeling more peaceful? When you are around someone who radiates confidence, you start feeling more confident? When you are around someone who is deeply happy, you start feeling happier. That's not psychological, that's energetic. Your aura is constantly interacting with the auras of those around you. And when you maintain a high frequency, you naturally elevate everyone in your presence. This is why truly high vibration people don't need to force anyone to change. They don't need to argue, they don't need to convince, they don't need to push. Their energy alone does the work. They embody the frequency, and that frequency creates a ripple effect. And this is why the greatest spiritual teachers, the most influential leaders, the most magnetic people in the world all have one thing in common: they don't just talk about high vibrations, they live them. They don't just say the right things, they embody the energy behind them. But here's the real test. Can you maintain your high vibration no matter what is happening around you? Can you walk into a room full of negativity and stay completely unaffected? Can you hold your energy when others are losing theirs? Can you be a source of light even in the darkest situations? Because that is the true mark of mastery. That is what separates those who are controlled by their environment from those who shape their environment. The key is consistency. It's not about being high vibration once in a while. It's about living in that state. It's about rewiring yourself so deeply that positivity, peace, and alignment become your natural default. And once that happens, the shift is permanent. Your aura becomes unshakable. Your presence becomes magnetic. Your life starts flowing effortlessly. Not because you are trying to force anything, but because your energy is so powerful that reality has no choice but to align with it. This is why the most powerful people in the world spiritually, emotionally, energetically, are the ones who have mastered themselves. They don't chase, they attract. They don't react, they create. They don't get caught up in chaos, they remain centered. And because their energy is so clear, so strong, so high frequency, life bends to match them. Because the external world is always a reflection of the internal state. And once you truly understand this, once you start living this, you stop waiting for miracles. You become the miracle. The energy blueprint: how to rewire your frequency for unlimited abundance, effortless success, and deep inner peace. Most people think their energy is just something that fluctuates based on circumstances. They think they wake up in a good mood or a bad mood randomly. They think life happens first, and then their energy responds. But that's not how it works. Your energy is not a reaction, it's a choice. And the people who have mastered their frequency don't leave it up to chance. They don't wake up and hope they feel good. They don't let the outside world dictate their inner state. They take control of their energy first, and because of that, everything else in their life falls into place. This is what separates people who are always struggling, always chasing, always stuck, from those who seem to have everything flow effortlessly to them. It's not about luck. It's not about intelligence. It's not about working harder. It's about alignment. And when you master your frequency, you master reality itself. But here's where most people get stuck. They try to change their lives without changing their energy. They try to attract abundance while still carrying the vibration of lack. They try to manifest success while still operating from a mindset of struggle. They try to experience deep peace while still holding on to stress, anxiety, and fear. And because their internal state is not aligned with what they want, nothing changes. They work harder, they push more. They try to force things, but life keeps reflecting back the same patterns, the same obstacles, the same limitations. That's because your external world is always a reflection of your internal world. And if you don't shift on the energetic level first, no amount of action will make a difference. So how do you actually rewire your frequency? How do you shift yourself into a state where abundance, success, and peace become your natural reality instead of things you have to chase? The first step is awareness. Most people are completely unaware of what they are broadcasting energetically. They don't realize that their thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are constantly sending out a signal that the universe is responding to. They think they are stuck because of external circumstances, but in reality they are stuck because they are emitting the same frequency over and over again. The moment you become aware of this, you take back control. You stop reacting to life and start shaping it. The second step is emotional regulation. Your emotions are the most powerful indicators of your vibration. Every emotion carries a frequency, and most people are unknowingly addicted to low-frequency states. They are addicted to stress, to doubt, to frustration, to complaining. Not because they want to be, but because they have conditioned themselves into it. The key is not to suppress emotions, but to master them, to stop letting them control you, to stop reinforcing the ones that lower your vibration. The people who operate at the highest frequencies are not the ones who never feel negative emotions, they are the ones who don't get stuck in them. They acknowledge them, they process them, and then they shift back into alignment. The third step is eliminating resistance. Most people are blocking their own manifestations, their own success, their own peace, without even realizing it. Every time they doubt, every time they second guess, every time they focus on what's not working, they are creating resistance. And resistance slows everything down. It delays manifestations, it keeps you stuck, it makes everything harder than it needs to be. The people who move through life effortlessly are the ones who have learned how to let go. They don't force. They don't obsess. They don't micromanage every detail. They trust. And because they trust, things flow to them instead of away from them. But the real shift happens at the subconscious level. Your conscious thoughts are powerful, but your subconscious beliefs are what actually determine your vibration. You can say affirmations all day, you can visualize, you can try to think positively, But if your subconscious programming is still wired for struggle, scarcity, or fear, nothing will change. That's why true transformation isn't just about what you think, it's about what you believe at the deepest level. And the fastest way to shift your subconscious beliefs is through repetition, through embodiment, through living in the energy of what you want before it shows up in your external reality. Most people wait for proof before they believe something is possible. They wait for success before they feel successful. They wait for abundance before they feel abundant. They wait for external circumstances to validate their internal state. But that's backwards. The people who master their frequency don't wait for proof. They generate the feeling first. They live in the energy of already having what they desire. And because energy creates reality, the external world eventually catches up. This is how people manifest things out of nowhere. This is how opportunities appear seemingly overnight. This is how major life shifts happen in an instant. Not because of luck, not because of chance, but because their frequency is already aligned with the outcome before it even arrives. But here's the real secret: high-frequency people don't just attract good things, they become immune to negativity. They don't experience as many problems, not because they are avoiding them, but because those problems literally cannot exist in their field. They don't deal with unnecessary struggle, because struggle cannot attach itself to them. They don't get pulled into drama, because drama cannot reach their vibration. This is not theory. This is not wishful thinking. This is how energy works. And the higher you raise your vibration, the more you will see this in your own life. The final step is consistency. Most people shift their energy temporarily. They feel good for a little while, and then they go back to old habits, old patterns, old frequencies. And because they are not consistent, their external reality does not change in a lasting way. The people who experience true transformation are the ones who commit to maintaining a high vibration, no matter what. They don't just raise their frequency for a moment, they live in that state. They make it their new normal. And once that happens, everything shifts permanently. This is why some people seem to have an unshakable presence. They don't just attract success, they embody it. They don't just experience peace, they radiate it. They don't just manifest abundance, they live in a state where abundance is inevitable, because they have rewired their frequency at the deepest level. And once you do the same, you will never have to chase anything again. Life will start flowing to you effortlessly. Not because you are lucky, but because you are aligned, because you have mastered your energy. Because you finally understand that reality is not something that happens to you, it is something you create. And once you step into that truth, you become unstoppable.